Good morning, students. Maliki here. Now, I want to address the utilities drawings that you're going to be doing. So that will be your services, your fire, and your access. And if we take a look at Yammer here, so this was a plan laid out for you in order to complete the work. So what we've got here is duplicate ground floor plans for fire access and building services, and the same on the first floor here. So that's what we're going to take a look at. So I have posted up on Yammer a video showing you what the differences is between duplicate with detailing, and the other one. So there's three options. So I'm going to use the duplicate with detailing. I think that's the one that's kind of most suitable. And what that will do is that it'll do a duplicate of this floor plan here and take across the text annotations. But if we add annotations into the duplicate, or that we delete annotations from the duplicate, the original will still be there. That's basically it. Okay. So here you are over in your project browser, and you're going to right click, and you're going to say duplicate view. And as I said, duplicate with detailing, duplicate as a dependent. So the duplicate will just bring the geometry in and nothing else. The building elements in and nothing else. Duplicate with detailing will take the geometry and all the text notes and everything else like that. And the duplicate as dependent is a direct copy. Now, the difference between these two is that on the duplicate, you can, as I said, you can add notes and delete notes, and nothing will happen to the original. Whereas the dependent does what it says in the tin, as they say. If you delete or add notes in the duplicate, those edits will correspond into the original as well. So this is what I'm going to use here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to rename this. Right click and rename. So rather than copy one, this is going to be fire. Okay, now we're going to go back in here again, and we're going to do that again. Duplicate with detailing. Right click, rename, and this will be access. Okay, back up here again and right click, duplicate with detailing, and rename, and this will be services. So there's the ground floor plan done. I'm going to do the first floor plan as well. So we're in here, we're going to right click, duplicate, detailing, rename. So this will be there. Access. Detailing. Services. Right. So we've got those extra plans laid out there now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these into a new subsection in my project browser here. And again, part of the exercise here is within the project browser is organizing your views. Very important. So I've got my wall sections, my 3D views, my details, my plan details. So I'm going to do an 09 utilities. And we'll start off with this one here. So down to the bottom where my whip is. And here I'm going to do an 09 underscore utilities and apply. All right, now I can take that one and that one, move them into the utilities, and then we'll take this one, this one, this one, and move them into utilities. Okay, so now I've organized my views down there, and they're a little bit easier to find and also when you're moving them onto the sheets as well. So if I go to my my plans here, plans 2, you can see that I can get 3 plans on here. These are all at a 1:200 scale. So you could get your fire, your access, and your services onto one sheet. Now, you will have to play around with this in terms of the scale is small, but I think for what you're planning to do for the fire, the access, and the utilities, you could do that. So there's plenty of room here for a legend here, a legend here, and a legend here. And there is kind of room for your, your travel distances, and then you've got all your walls here for your firewalls, and you can do those via filters as you have been shown in the BIM classes, or you can do that using, let's get down here, the graphic details. So, sorry, let's get back up to here. Let's do a ground floor fire. Okay, so you can use the course, which is handy enough. Now, see the way the yellow has come out there? So if I wanted to, say, make these walls 60-minute firewalls, okay, so I could pick that, edit type, and here it is, core scale fill pattern. And if I change that to red, go OK and OK. Okay, now you can see that all of those walls have come up as 1 hour firewalls. Quite a handy way of doing that. What it means then is that you might need to say something like this one here. Again, you need to perhaps change that. That would perhaps need to be. So I'm not changing the anything to do with the structure or anything else like that. I'm just changing the color here. And then on my utility, on my legend at the side here, you can indicate that red is 1 hour firewall. So that's quite a neat way of being able to do that. Sometimes the filters, depending on the amount of walls that you have and the distribution, whether half hour, 1 hour, or 2 hour even, you might the better solution might be filters, but that's just a quick way of doing that. Okay, now, so just to make sure that everything is good for you, I'm going to close inactive, and I'll open up the original ground floor plan. Okay, so let's tile both of these views here. And again, if in the original, if I go into the course, okay, so they're coming up red there. So you don't want to use the red on that one, so you can go into fine here, and you can go into course there on your fire. Now let's just 100% sure. So if I didn't want that note there, I'm going to delete that, and you can see that it's still here. That's basically the difference there. Perhaps what you might do is don't delete your sections here, hide them in view. Okay, and again, so unnecessary items. What you want to do with this plan is bring clarity using the 1:200. So I would definitely kind of hide in view a lot of stuff here, even all those dimensions. You don't really need those hide in view elements. You could even hide in view some of those tags there as well if you wanted. And what it does is just gives you a clear path to put in your travel distances and that type of thing as well. What might be important here are the doors. Obviously, these are 1 hour fire doors, and that type of thing as well. So you might tag them to indicate that, because that'll be part of your fire strategy as well. Okay, so you can see you can start to build up this floor plan, which is your duplicate with detailing floor plan, against the original, which stays as is. And the difference that I have between these two is the detail level is coarse here, and the detail level is fine there. Can you use detail level course for all of your utility plans? Yes, I would definitely encourage you to do that. I just don't think it's necessary to have the detail in, because these plans are being used to show other things in that sense. So I have some, bear with me here now. Let's see if I can find those. Yeah, okay, so now this is one of the projects from last year. I think I've shown you this one already. Here's your legend. Okay, 1 hour fire escape, smoke detectors, and things like that. Okay, and there's a layout of desks and workstations here, and I might even give you the family for that, so you can lay out that ground floor plan if that's what you want to do. I suppose in one sense, the travel distance is having to make your way around the fixed furniture as well. So that's probably important. Smoke detectors in here, that type of stuff. Okay. Here is the this is access. Okay, so the legend is there: refuge, ambulance, wheelchair accessible, all. And I would suggest that they're just filled regions with a little bit of transparency on them. Okay, and the wheelchair sign is there as well. And you've got path of travel as opposed to travel distance for those types of things. And then on the services, you've got foul, running water, lights, foul water AJ, surface water AJ, and ESB line. And you can see how these are graphically represented, is what I would say, in terms of uh, everything is gathered and taken out. Um, and you do have the site plan as well. So you'd need to organize this all your services in conjunction with that site plan. Obviously, if it's on the north side, if the concrete building's on the north side, then everything would need to come out to the front here, because I think the road is over on this side here. So just bear that in mind as well. And you can see that there's kind of a very rough electrical layout plan here. There's no switches or anything like that, which is a pity. I might do another video to show you how you can do that pretty quickly as well. But that's the idea, okay? And there, so again, these are duplicate with detailing, which hold on to the room tags, which is probably a good idea for that. Okay.